What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers need upgrades at the guard position. Several reports have came out that the Lakers are very active and aware and want to upgrade the guard position. It's just a fun video. I just want to talk and explore it. Not like we have all this stuff going on. Just a fun exploratory video. Zach Lavine, Dejounte Murray. If the Lakers can make that happen, chef kiss, right? That, to me, whatever it takes to go get that, right? Zach Lavine obviously is very realistic, very obtainable. That's not the problem. Problem is Dejounte Murray, right? Would the Pelicans really trade Dejounte Murray? And you probably have to give them at least what they gave up for Dejounte Murray. So 2 firsts plus a young player or a player that they like, right? Maybe even multiple. I don't care. If you get Dejounte Murray and you could get Zach Lavine, and upgrade your guard position, point of attack defense, guy that can make plays, do everything, take pressure off of LeBron. You got that absolute bucket getter and Zach Lavine who go get you buckets, right? At that point, who cares who's at the 3? I mean, Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, all 4 guys go get you 40 on any given night, right? Like, the question would be just like, is too many cooks in the kitchen? Right, because Dejounte Murray, his struggle was playing off ball alongside Trey. Right, LeBron would have to get back and be comfortable with being more off ball, which he was. Right, earlier in the season, he went away from dominating the basketball. He had the lowest usage rating of his career, but also it'd be about keeping his minutes down. You could really do a good job of keeping its minutes down. Question is, like, can you get both? Right, let's say Pelicans are like, yeah, Dejounte Murray is available. Just for argument's sake. Again, fun conversation, right? Let's say Dejounte Murray, boom, is available. We got news. Get Dejounte Murray. Can you get both and still round out a roster, right? That would be the question. Because it's like, yeah, you got Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Front-end-wise, probably the best in the league. But, you still need more than 4 guys. So, what does the rest of the roster look like? Well, luckily for you, we can. And it's actually very easy. And it's very, it's just, of course, obviously the pieces that need to go, but touch on the Zach Lavine thing, all that stuff in a moment, because the Dejounte Murray, like I said, the Zach Lavine one is easy. It's the Dejounte Murray part. Collectively combined, they both make about $74 million, let's call it, because remember, Lakers got to send out more money than they take back. Lakers probably got to send out closer to $80 million in salary. So they're essentially trading almost their entire roster. But here's the thing, what did the Pelicans trade to get Dejounte Murray? 2 firsts, Dyson Daniels. Could you do 2 firsts and Austin Reeves? Right? What we should have done, right? When we had the opportunity to, but we didn't. Right? Could you do that now? Because look, if you get Dejounte Murray and Zach Lavine, you have zero reason, rhyme, logic, or anything to go get to keep Austin Reeves for 1. 2, you wouldn't really be able to do it, even if you wanted to. So you got to get rid of Austin Reeves. It's fine. Austin Reeves, obviously you have to fill in salary, right? Because you're looking at about $30 million for him. But you could do that and then piece together whatever. Probably D'Lo. Probably you're going to have to put in there. So Austin Reeves and D'Lo, because they want expiring contracts. So Austin Reeves, D'Lo, and then, maybe you throw in Jalen Hood-Schifino or something like that, right? Just to kind of clear some extra salary, because remember, you got to fill out a roster, right? So boom, there's Dejounte Murray. Then you go and just trade for Zach Lavine. You'd have to stack a couple guys, right? Because now you don't have D'Lo's contract, but you still have Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent. That's $28 million right there, right? So you need to get to about another, $17 million. Well, you could just do Jared Vanderbilt and Max Christie. Boom, there you go. There's Zach Lavine, right? And then you could, like I said, you could even throw in a Jackson Hayes or something like that, or whatever you want, or keep Jackson Hayes and go trade for Day'Ron Sharpe, right? No, because you could trade Christian Wood. So say trade Jackson Hayes, right? So that way you can clear off some little salary, right? Then you could go take Jackson Hayes or Christian Wood and a vet minimum, Cam Reddish or whatever, and go get Day'Ron Sharpe if you want to. Well, now problem is you just did, let's remove the Day'Ron Sharpe part out of it for now, right? Let's keep it on track with Murray. I just wanted to explain that you could still go get that backup center, right? Because $4 million you could get there, right? Christian Wood is right there. Adam Maxwell Lewis, you're there. But essentially, you'd be looking at getting Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine for like Jalen Trevino, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, right? So 3 for 1. And then, but you also cleared off like $4 million, little more in that dealing. And then you go and get a Zach Lavine, which, like I said, Rui and Gabe Vincent get you to $28 million. Add in Jared Vanderbilt, there's $38 million. Add in Max Christie, that gets you to what, $46 million. Zach Lavine's making 43 and some change, so I get you another like $2.5-3 million. So again, you're sending out essentially 7 guys for 2. Lakers right now are at 15. Take away 7, right? So that would put you at 8. But you're adding 2, so you're at 10. So you need to get at least 4 roster spots, and you have about $7 million at that point to get that out. At that point, you're just kind of getting vet minimum guys, right? But you'd have, again, Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, Dalton Connect, right? You'd have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, go bring in Alfred Payton, right? Do that, or Markelle Fultz, something like that, if you want to do. You still have Christian Wood. Like I said, you could go package a couple guys, go, get a guy, bring in Quincy Olivari, bring in Christian Coloco, whatever. Like I said, go get Day'Ron Sharpe. You could still technically go get Day'Ron Sharpe and keep Christian Wood. So you could go you could have a backup of like Alfred Payton, let's say Quincy Olivari, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Cam Reddish. There you go, right? Like, you're 8-9 deep. Your front 5 are so good. Like, and guys could take nights off, and you're still good enough. And I mean, look at all these other teams, right? Like, look at Boston. They're 6-7 deep, if that, right? Like, Pritchard's having a solid season, but he's not like so great that it's just like, oh man, like they are deep. Like, no one looks at Boston and like, wow, they are so deep. They're like, their front 5 are ridiculous, right? Denver, when they won the previous year, right? No one was like, man, they are so incredible. They were running Aaron Gordon at the 5, right? Like, it was Bruce Brown and a rookie who hadn't made a 3 till like the finals or whatever. Or I don't even think he made one in the final. Like, right? Like, it was like he had something like 4 straight series where he like hadn't hit a 3, right? So like, and then Jeff Green on occasion, right? Like, they weren't deep. They weren't like insanely deep. When you get to the playoffs, most teams are only running 4 or 5 guys anyway, right? But now you have the offset, you have the balance, right? Like, of like, okay, like, take pressure off each other. Any guy, like, Dejounte Murray's got to go in tonight. Go for it, right? Handle business. Zach Lavine's going for it. All right, go ahead, handle business, right? The only, like concern that I would have with that, because that would be man, that team would be tough. I mean, LeBron could essentially just be your 4th guy on most nights and still go get you 20. Right? He basically could just take games off and just be like, yeah, you guys got it. And then think about like post LeBron, like after LeBron James. Right? I mean, if LeBron wants to go to the Warriors at that point, fine, send him to the Warriors. Go get Kuminga and Moody, and then there you go. You got like Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, Moses Moody, LeBron, Jonathan Kuminga, and Anthony Davis. Right? Like, if he really wanted to leave, or or if he's ready to retire, you'd still have Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, and Anthony Davis as like your main 3 going forward. And they're all kind of on the same timeline. They're all like roughly the same age, right? Like, I think that would be a no-brainer. It's just, again, this kind of stemmed because I made a video talking about Dejounte Murray and the Pelicans. Like, hey, if I'm the Lakers, I'm at least calling and asking about it. And I talked about this very trade last offseason. We kind of broke it down. I broke it down, and then we even talked about it in live streams and stuff like that. So this isn't like something new that I've like proposed, or I don't know. It's fun conversation. Like I said, I don't even think it's a proposal because I don't think it'll happen. I think it's very likely. Again, Lakers, it would be a lot of tinkering, but you could get there, right? Like, you'd be like 8 deep, really, probably like front end, probably like 6-7 deep, but. Again, all the teams that have won the last few seasons have all just been that, right? Like, Houston's probably the deepest team in the league this season, and they're not winning a championship. Like, depth doesn't, like, having 12 guys is great. You don't run 12 guys in the playoffs. Just don't, right? Like, and you have to get to the playoffs. I think this gets you to the playoffs. You're fine. Like, the only thing standing in your way would be hell. I think that's a roster that could compete with, You got speed, athletic. Could you imagine Dejounte Murray, Zach Lavine, and LeBron James out in transition? Oh my God. Like Zach Lavine and his high flying along with LeBron James and his high flying, and how quick Murray is and how explosive he is with the ball in his hands. Imagine that size, that length at the guard position, that versatility at the guard position, right? Like, and then, like I said, now you're set up even after LeBron because you still have DeJounte Murray, Zach Lavine, Anthony Davis. Like, stop. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Again, just a fun conversation. Just an idea. Talked about it in a live stream. Saw a couple comments from people that were like, dude, do you think it's possible? Yeah, it's possible. Is it going to happen? No. I'd never say never. You know, like I always say, stranger things happen in sports, but it's very, 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 0.01%, but hey, you never know. Like that, it's just, again, would be insane if the Lakers could pull that off. But anyway, again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.